Hey there folks, it's Antar. Today I'm bringing you an Uber's battle against Super Yoshi, the first one we met through the Smog on Wi-Fi Battle Finder. And yes, so anyway, you might notice this battle looks a little bit different than my previous battles. That is because I am back to using Dismumi rather than No Money GBA. I'm using the Windows version though, so I get all the nice cool features like actual action replay support. But anyway, that's way too much information for you guys. We're both running Sun teams. He leads off with Groudon. I go for the Ice Beam. Ice Beam actually has a good shot of one-hit KOing a defensive Groudon. And switching out, that's great. It does a lot to Mewtwo. I managed to take out his Mewtwo. Now, I never lead with my Groudon when my opponent is using a Sun team, because I figure, you know, what's the point? My team doesn't really depend on the Sun, so might as well just let him set up the Sun and, you know, try to counter his Groudon first turn. Anyway, out's going to come his Rayquaza. I take the Extreme Speed rather well. Looks like he's banded considering that there's no leftovers, and he switched out right here. Go for the Stealth Rocks, great for me, as he switches into Groudon. Now I'm just staying in to see what kind of set this Groudon is, whether it's a Rock Polish set or whether it's just a support set. Looks like it's a support set, probably running a very, very similar set to the one that I run. I do a decent amount of damage with Earthquake, not a great amount, but I'm just trying to rack up some damage against him. He goes for the Toxic. Great move, but, you know, I'm not running a stall team, so I'm not really anticipating that the Toxic is going to be a significant problem for me. And so here he's going to withdraw his Sunzilla. I decide I'm just going to go for the Roar, try to get some Stealth Rock damage against his team. He switches out into Shaman S, so that's great, because now Shaman S is going to be down to 50% health the next time it comes out. Sunzilla is back out, and I'm just deciding I'm going to, you know, play this for all it's worth, go for another Roar, see who else I can get out. He goes for the Earthquake. That's going to do a decent chunk of damage, and I'm now down to about half. I'm going to be down to less than half after poison damage. Anyway, out's going to come his Reshiram on the Roar. That's great, because now it's lost 25% of its health. He goes for the Draco Meteor. He's going to get the kill against my Groudon. That's okay. I didn't want to switch someone on predicting the Draco Meteor. I could have sent in my Scissor, but you know, he's probably locked in. He's probably spexed. And indeed, it looks like he is. So he goes ahead and switches out here into his Arceus Water type. Never seen an Arceus Water type before. Go for the Swords Dance. So that's going to be great for me. He goes for the Calm Mind, and I think I actually count this next move here. I am Adamant Life Orb. I go for the Bug Bite, and it's actually going to manage to one-hit KO this guy. I was really impressed by that. But that's really great for me, and also I was lucky that he went for the Calm Mind. Then again, I really wasn't fearing like a Water-type Judgment. I mean, that in the Sun, half power. Anyway, go for the Bullet Punch here. I was actually kind of hoping that it would KO. I think I counted it, and it was close. Not really 100% sure. Anyway, he goes for the Blue Flare. He's locked into Blue Flare. That's going to be great for me. He's now down to practically no HP. I send out Daenerys Targaryen, who fears no fire, goes for the Spatial Rend. Yeah, by the way, I am loving Game of Thrones Season 2 so far. It's amazing. Anyway, I take out his Reshiram. I'm locked into Spatial Rend because I am Scarfed, but that's really okay. Looking at his team, I have nothing to fear, really. I mean, okay, fine. Rayquaza's Extreme Speed. I'm pretty sure I can take one. Out now is going to come Groudon, which is the only Pokemon that I had to worry about because I didn't think that Spatial Rend would be a one-hit KO. It's going to be a two-hit KO, though, so I'm really not sure what he did there. I think probably sending out Rayquaza was a misclick, but really he should have just spotted out his Rayquaza, maybe going for an Extreme Speed. His Groudon probably could have taken me out on the next turn. Anyway, that's going to come Shaman. I go for the Spatial Rend, going to take out his Shaman. If it had been Scarfed and Timid, it would have outsped me, but luckily he wasn't, so that's great. Now this Rayquaza is back out. It's his last Pokemon. I go for the Spatial Rend. He doesn't even try to go for the Extreme Speed. I am going to manage to take him out. And that's a nice little Palkia sweep for me. So folks, I hope you enjoyed that battle. Comment, rate, subscribe, and challenge.